camarada!
I owe you everything.
No, you don't. I'm sorry I couldn't save your sister.
I was there. It wasn't your fault.
I was paid to protect her and I didn't.
She married into a sick family.
Maybe.
I just wanted to say thank you for giving us a chance to live. I mean, as a family.
I hope it all works out for you, for all of you.
Thank you. Don't be too long.
Well, buddy, that's it.
Where are you guys gonna go?
I don't know, maybe back to New York, maybe down to Argentina. Giovanna has family in Salvador. Maybe we'll just stay there.
Yeah, I got business to take care of.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this. I know it was very wrong.
It's all right, it's done. And hey, I'm having myself a fun old time. Maybe this is how things had to be. Figure I might as well die in the sunshine as die in the snow.
Look, I'm sorry I'm leaving. I got a kid coming, you know how it is.
I know how that is.
You know, I almost didn't say goodbye to you. I said to myself, maybe this guy will put a bullet in me.
Maybe I will. But not right now.
Thank you. Try to look after yourself, Max, huh? Life is worth living.
If you say so, pal.
I thought I was going to have to witness another murder.
Nah. Not him.
You ready?
I guess.
Okay. I've looked through this information you gathered. It's not very nice.
What is it?
It's the UFE. The famous Mr. Becker.
Friend of Victor Bronco.
Yes. And a contributor to his campaigns. A government employee, of course.
And?
A weapons dealer. A murderer. This was known. A dealer in human organs. This wasn't known.
A proper gentleman.
Sure.
So you're gonna bring him down?
Yes, because I want to lose my wife and my children and then get killed myself. All that after watching him walk free.
Tell me what has to be done.
Well, officially there's nothing I can do.
And unofficially?
Well, we can always try something a little more creative.
Creative?
Классный подход. Честные ребята побеждают нечестных только когда честные начинают принимать нечестные методы.
Diga a Becker que vem para ele. Ah!
Ei, olha aqui. Tropa. Ei, moço. Mano, quem é esse cara aí?
Manda tua conta, rapaz.
Vai se fuder, ó. Eu conto inteiro tomando cu, pô.
Ela não desgruda dela, meu.
Ei, quem é essa cara aí?
Convidado nosso. Quebra esse otário aí.
Deixa comigo, vou dar uma lição nele.
Então, o pai dela não desgruda.
Ladrão, filha da puta! Vai atrás de inocentes! Vamos aqui! É aqui que você vai se proteger, cara! Tá pensando o quê? Hã? Onde é que você veio? Fica aí, caralho! Eu! Se fudeu, filha da puta! Otário! Vai morrer aí, otário!
Просто чувак висит в камере, и всем похер.
Eu vi uma outra mensagem.
Valeu, mas eu vi aquela parada lá, hein?
Demorou. Valeu, amigo.
Там было использовано слово «манда» и «мандамос». Интересно, как переводится. Допрос начался.
Hey, what are you doing here? Huh? I ask you a question. Answer him. Answer him. What are you doing? What? What are you doing here? O que você está fazendo aqui? What are you doing here?
I don't understand. I can't hear you.
What are you doing here?
Hit me in the ear.
Hey, answer me. What are you doing here?
«Мандамос» переводится как «мы отправляем» или «посылаем».
Time to find out what the hell was going on.
Espera, tá lá!
Нормально так наугад уже в башку попадает.
I knew nothing resembling good times lay beyond that gate, but I was gonna have to face the music sooner or later.
Красиво сделано, нравится. Я сейчас скажу другое. Ты уже понял, что мне нравится дизайн игр, но в частности Rockstar. Вот они что-то умеют такое делать с интерьером, с дизайном уровней, что это выглядит очень даже. Один мир в GTA 5 ты посмотри. Да, в любой GTA. Просто в другие GTA я играл очень давно, поэтому я особо многого не могу там ничего говорить. Но вот у них свое что-то собственное чувствуется. Ну ты видишь, да? Шмалька лишь брикетами просто. Да.
I guess our little stunt helped some other civic-minded people raise valid concerns about community relations. Their faces said it all. I was on their side, but how could they know that? If they came through that door, I'd be leaving as a human shield and never leaving at all.
Olha pra aqui! Vambora!
Luckily for me, for once the police arrived just in time. It sounded like all hell was breaking loose. Whatever nonsense De Silva had pulled, it seemed to be working.
Можно еще патроны собрать. Спасибо.
Está me achando que eu quero te matar? Por favor, eu te fiz uma pergunta, pô. Me dá um nome.
Eu só sei que teve um apagão, mas é tudo que eu sei.
É isso que você quer? Nós vamos morrer.
Ну я, конечно же, самый меткий. Все такое пошарпанное, забитая раковина. Все, угомонился. Везде забились раковины. Марихуана, кокаина написано. Это что, мешки с мусором типа так оставляют? Поиграю с дробовиком. Зато у них всегда блестящие полы. Воу.
It was time to leave this palace before somebody treated me to an extended stay. The last few prisoners were trapped in here, and more pressingly, it seemed I was too.
Справа вроде никого не видел. Зараза, достал меня все-таки. Кто еще хочет? Что-нибудь интересное есть? Нет?
The security switch had to be in that booth.
Аптечечка. Все, тут больше ничего нет. Опять глюки какие-то. Ноутбук, видимо, помешал нормально прыгнуть.
Seemed the anti-drug squad had a few habits of its own. It was Monday's arrest log, as far as I could tell, and no sign of anybody from Nova Esperanza. All those poor bastards have been checked straight into the Imperial Palace Hotel.
Пожалуй, возьму это.
That kid had the right idea. There was no point bouncing bullets off that thing. I decided I'd try to pick up where he left off. And then immediately regretted that decision.
А ты будешь это заканчивать? Вижу патроны и гранатомет.
Seemed a crying shame to let that RPG go to waste.
А машина может взорваться, нет? Или полицейская не может взорваться? А ты что не стреляешь? А так? А так? О, здрасте. Вот видишь, он не меняет оружие с этим гранатометом поганым. А как я могу понять, какое оружие он может поменять во время перезарядки, а какое нет? Бля, ты умрешь, нет? Бесконечно перезаряжается, достал. Давай, закидывай уже скорее. Все, закинул. Все, побежали. Золотого тут ничего нет. Может быть, там. Пробежал я.
Wasn't this nice? The perfect end to a perfect trip. If someone had told me 6 months ago this was where my life was headed, I'd have ordered a double of whatever they were drinking, drunk it, then blown my head off.
Не было там золотых частей.
Any time the prison riot had bought me was starting to run out. I had to keep moving. Another dark, rainy night. Another police station. Another futile crusade for amends. Time moves forward, and nothing changes.
А бейсбол там стоит. А чё, где все ребята? Сидит он за колонной, ишь ты. Хотел прыгнуть, не успел. В буллет-тайме. Все? Умерли наконец-то?
Every bastard in the joint must have known I was on the loose by now. I couldn't afford to waste any more time.
Все? Ничего больше нет?
Figured I'd bag those up for evidence.
Заберу как вещдоки. Так, и... Пожалуй, заберу я вот это. Не хочет умирать. Видишь? Умер наконец-то.
Police food, the same crap the world over. But I could reminisce about the old days later. For now, there was more pressing matters to deal with.
Полицейская столовка. Так, погоди.
Becker's blood money from the good doctor. Serrano had canceled one side of that transaction. The other was on me.
Подбегаешь, впритык, эти бумажки подлетают.
They'd come from the control room. It looked like the security cameras were still running.
Что-нибудь полезное есть? Например, там.
Special Forces painkillers.
Есть. Собрал.
I figured I should check out the security monitors while I had the chance.
Да посмотрю я сейчас, погоди. Хочешь аж что-нибудь найти интересное? Но тут больше ничего нет.
It looked like the prisoners were giving them a run for their money. That's what happens when you hand some roided-up half-wit a commando uniform with special on the front and let him ride around his hometown in a tank playing soldiers. Sooner or later, someone's gonna decide he's not so special. There were a bunch more in the elevator, tooled up like they were about to roll into Fallujah. And of course, they were headed my way.
Надымили. Ой. Вы все равно попадаете, да? По моим рукам. Да умри же ты. Аж раскрутило.
If the heat was rising, that meant I was getting closer to the source. I had to keep moving.
Ну давай эту штуку возьмем. Так, ну я так понимаю, да, сюда.
If there was one thing I learned since being in Sao Paulo, it was that me and the local elevators were not a good mix.
Еще бы убил под конец. Дробовик, нет, дробовик мне не нужен. О, здрасте. Неужели умер? Эти вообще бессмертные. Я знаю, что ты жив. Мне бы найти. Но у меня-то есть еще две, конечно же. Две бутылочки обезбола. А, ну, блин, я не случайно хотел эти две бутылочки обезбола взять. Сейчас же я попадаю ему... Ты можешь это просто... Поверить в это можешь? Хорошо, что хватило патронов его убить. Я в него стреляю, ему плевать.
Cholesterol, and still no sign of Becker. It wasn't the first time it dawned on me I should probably have gone over the plan in more detail, but it was too late for that now.
Мало патронов. Так, что-нибудь интересное есть? Вообще голимый кабинет, да. Не укрыться, ничего не сделать.
If I didn't hurry, Becker would be long gone. AUP. Those were the guys who jumped the yacht in Panama. And what was this? Had the Brazilian cops tipped them off about the money?
Обманывают все друг друга. Ну вот мне его прямота нравится. Хоть он может и как-то тупить, но прямота, она лучше, чем человек, который ни разу не тупит, но он не прямой. А что-то исхищряется как-то.
Sao Paulo's own David and Goliath. I'd pinned De Silva as a coward, but he'd risked more than anyone, and he'd never taken a bribe.
Хотел бы я посмотреть, что там. Но не получается.
I still didn't know how I'd gone from drinking myself numb in New Jersey to looting corpses in Brazil. But this was where I was, 5,000 miles from a home I couldn't go back to on another suicide mission to clean up a mess that wasn't even mine.
Suicide Mission. Так,
I'd spent
это...
my career dozing off in the briefing room. Now wasn't the time. The CS were all but out of business in Sao Paulo, and suddenly Becker and Victor looked like local heroes in the war on crime. They'd really gotten their money's worth outsourcing their problems onto me. My old pal Serrano. We'd both been unwitting clowns in this sorry circus. Part of me hoped he'd made it out of that hotel alive. I didn't recognize the guy. Maybe this was the new slum king De Silva had talked about. A throne never stays empty for long. Fame at last. It was no great surprise I'd made Ufe's most wanted list. I hadn't done much to improve the reputation of Americans abroad over the past few weeks, and there they were, my illustrious employers, 3 dead and still every chance I'd go 4 for 4. None of this was gonna look good on the resume. And I was in good company. Howell Passos, sent up north to find a washed-up gringo who would act tough and play dumb. Boy, did he ever deliver.
Вот так. Размоталась, наконец. Вот самый конец. Кто-то фонариком светит. А почему ты не стреляешь? Я не понял, почему он не стрелял. Нажимаешь левую кнопку, не стреляет просто и все. Блин, в ситуации, когда ты вынужден стрелять всегда и постоянно, когда какие-то проблемы со стрельбой, это крайне неприятно. Все, кончились. Что у вас тут? Наркота, наркота, наркота. Бабки.
It was starting to feel as if I'd never leave that place. Like one of those nightmares where you keep running and running, only to discover you're chasing yourself. Nothing I was gonna find in there could make a difference now. I had all the evidence I needed.
Подожди. Улик достаточно. Мне нужно набрать патронов. Что-нибудь интересненькое. Блин, ничего интересного. Ну, можно револьвер взять. Все, пошли. Ничего интересного нет. Погнали.
Tear gas. This wasn't good. I needed to find a way out of that stairwell and fast.
Или надо было на другом
That
этаже
would've been
выйти.
too easy. My eyes and throat burned, but at least I could breathe. I was trying to work out what direction I was headed in when I discovered some more Brazilian architecture not designed for the American physique.
Здрасте. Убил в кисть. Бля, ты автомат потерял. Ну что ж ты за дебил-то такой?
There it was, The tape from the Bronco security system. Jesus, it was that guy. I had seen him in the favela. Bachmeyer, Becker's right-hand man. His time would come. Him and Becker.
Ну вот и все. Что там у вас за начинка? И куча шлейфов непонятно куда
I'd seen
ведущих.
enough. It was time to bring this nightmare to an
Ну
end.
все, бегу.
O seu dinheiro representa o seu futuro. Mantenha-o seguro com o Banco Boitatá. Para sua casa, o seu carro ou o seu negócio. Venha falar com Boitatá.
Threatens to be the worst volcanic eruption in Ecuador for 40 years.
The epidemic of violence that grips Brazil's major cities continues to worsen. On Monday, a massive gun battle between drug gangs and special forces police in the favela of Nova Esperanza left 150 people dead or critically injured. Mayoral candidates were divided on the reactions to the altercation. Camila Machado blamed the police force for acting without restraint and effective government oversight. Victor Bronco, whose eldest brother was murdered last week and whose youngest brother is missing and is feared to have been an innocent victim in Monday's gun battle, issued a statement calling for more funding for law enforcement and vowing to stop at nothing to make Sao Paulo safe again. In Buenos Aires, the world's largest chorizo caused quite a stir.
Вот такая вот обстановка. Так, все, ничего нет. Спокойно. Так, можно здесь пойти, можно там пойти. Тут закрыто, хорошо. Такое ощущение, будто они просто телепортировались. Их вроде не было. Промазал. Колбочки упали, но не разбились.
I couldn't get that tape out of my head. Why had Ufe killed Rodrigo? I wasn't gonna find any answers in the forensics lab. I had to push on.
А как они пролетели через жалюзи? Очень интересно. Золотая дверь. О, ручка. Ну, видимо, туда.
Hey, pal. Nice to see you.
Vai pra casa, gringo de merda.
I don't think we've been properly introduced.
I know who you are.
And you should have killed me in the office when you had the chance.
There's still time, meu camarada.
А открывать кто будет? Надо куда-то стрельнуть? Бронежилет не хочешь надеть? Тут у меня гасят. Стоит им дверь открыть, и меня гасят постоянно. Класс. Прицелиться не может. Уже вверх стреляет. Да стрельни, Макс, ну стрельни, почему ты не стреляешь?
Another pile of bodies and still nothing to show for it. I felt like I was detaching, that maybe this was revenge for something else, something buried deep in the past.
Просто двери черные все. От пуль. Ну вот эти вот глюки со стрельбой, да, не очень нравится. Так, что еще есть? Ты бронежилет наденешь когда-нибудь?
Rodrigo, Giovanna, Passos, everyone who'd meant anything was gone. Like so many times before, I'd found myself alone, locked on a course of destruction. It was at my worst when I was at my best. It was a little late to be thinking about precautions, but something told me this shit show was barely through the warm-up act. It was time to get out of that circus before any more clowns showed up.
Я уж думал, нельзя взять. Однако можно. Прекрасно.
Luckily, I wasn't the only cop with a pill problem.
Так, в тренировочной зоне теперь постреляемся. Намеренно его игнорировал, посмотреть, стрельнет ли он или нет. В итоге стрельнул. Да, с этими ребятами уже просто так из укрытия не постреляешь. В таких ситуациях уже игра приходит к тому, что твой bullet time, прыжки, вот эти все красивые виражи никакой пользы не несут практически. Ничего нет. Ящик с боеприпасами. Перриго. Вот. Он не может спрятаться за укрытием. Вот этим. Сейчас может, а он отходит от него почему-то. Он не стреляет, я жму левую кнопку, он не делает выстрелы. Не знаю, что это такое началось. Но это при смене только происходит. чуваки под Валькирином даже такими не были. А эти просто люди. Я справился. И дверь закрыта. Ладно, надеюсь, я восполню боезапас. Бумажки не дырявые. Нахер мне это надо? Не стрелять в безоружного. У меня такого нет. У меня либо хотят убить, либо нет.
Becker and Bachmeyer had taken their pound of flesh and sold it on the black market. Now I was coming for mine.
А можно патронов мне дать? А то мне как бы сражаться.
Beleza, rapaziada, bom trabalho. Só tô esperando a confirmação do outro grupo, mas o gringo já deve estar morto agora.
Senhor, ele não parece estar morto!
Я думал, его не заметят, однако его заметили.
Pelo amor de Deus!
За дырявым. Быстрее, 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 быстрее. Хотел присесть, но не успел. Да что тебе мешает пройти, грёбаный ты, Макс, ну? Не получается действовать тонко. Потому что Макс не для тонкой работы, я понял.
Love to interfere in things you do not understand.
Oh, I understand plenty, asshole.
How stupid can one man be?
Couldn't get a direct shot. I was gonna have to get creative. It was a waste of bullets. His cover was too good.
Ну сейчас он перезарядку начнет. Так, здесь ничего. Ну есть обезбол. Угу. Вот это мне уже подходит. Главное не отлететь очень быстро. Так.
Those ceiling tiles looked kind of loose. It was worth a shot.
Плиты. Никогда бы не догадался в них пострелять. Ништяк, потратил все патроны. Еще 2 пулеметчика здесь. Да? Ничего себе. Ты видел, что он вытворяет? Давай, давай, давай. Только не надо это приходить сюда, хорошо? Так, ой-ой-ой, не попал, хорошо. Так, а тут еще есть возможность зарядиться? Нет? Ну сейчас-то, я думаю, должно получиться. Все.
This was the passkey to Becker's office. I was close to the end of all this, and I could feel it.
Becker!
Something funny about dying? I felt like the avenging angel. I looked like a fat bald dude with a bad temper.
You disgusting piece of shit! I know everything!
Not everything, my friend. Let go of him, Max. Huh? Hmm? There's a good fellow.
Well, well, well. Victor, I was wondering when you'd reappear out of whatever slimy hole you live in.
I'd like to just say, Max, I just want to say thank you for all your hard work, for my family, and for cleaning up that horrible mess with the Crachá Preto for us. You know I'm tough on crime. I give you a bonus, but I think you just frittered it away. Becker, take his gun.
Toma, seu filho da puta!
They had barred the door. My only hope was to chase them down. I knew they'd be leaving town, and my guess is they would try to fly out of here. Rich people love to fly away.
God damn it!
Вот это перевод ядрёна вошь.